Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of the Shooters Lounge podcast. I'm your host, Matt at PostUp323. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. You can follow us on the socials at Shooters Lounge 3 and also follow us on YouTube, on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you want to find the socials as well, guys, if you're watching it via video, you can scan the QR code in the top corner and it'll take you to all the socials. See when the next episode is available or anything else that's going on at the Shooters Lounge. So this evening we have a returning guest. He's at an undisclosed location at his Buzzer HQ. We've got the returning Tom from at the Buzzer UK. Welcome back, Tom. Good to see you again, dude.
Oh, mate. Brilliant to be back. Nice to see you, Matty. Yes, I'm at Buzzer HQ. Me and Wemby are here. You can see him in there, anyone on video. He's never far away from me, my sidekick. Yeah, it's good to be back, Matt. Thanks for having me on.
Always a pleasure, mate. It's always good to see you, man. Always a pleasure having you on. I think last time we had you on was the season preview, right? Was that right?
Yeah, there were me, you, and Go on My Sons, and I'm just hoping that you weren't going to bring any of my predictions up, especially the Jan and Hansen one at Portland, one to watch rookie. Although, Hornets, I did mention the Charlotte Hornets. You know what I mean? Yes. So I was like, watch for the Hornets this season. I'll leave it at that.
I mean, if you throw enough spaghetti against the wall, something's going to stick eventually, bro, innit? You know what I
mean? Well, yeah, I'm still on for me. Yeah, I think both my title choices are still there, so I'm all right. I'm good. I'm confident. I'll be all right.
Who did you pick? And I can't remember, mate. Sorry, in the title.
Nuggets, OKC, I think. Sorry.
We're off to a great
Nuggets
start
or
already.
OKC, Knicks. I know, off to a great start. I had a meltdown. I was like, did I pick Nuggets or OKC?
Did I?
Knicks out the East, and I think I went Denver.
Yeah.
So edit that as you will.
No, all good, mate. All good. So how have you been, man? You been good lately? Yeah?
Doing really good, mate. Yeah, doing really good. Carrying on the Buzzer journey. Started hooping a bit as well since we last spoke. So I've been playing on a Tuesday, some Thursdays, keeping the old bones in check. Playing, it's like a mixed sessions on a Tuesday with a Sheffield friendly basketball a lot. And they're a great bunch. You get some of the young lads who play at a pretty high level. They're in there doing like the 1 foot 3-pointers and, doing all the jazzy stuff that LaMelo Ball's doing and Steph Curry. And then I'm inside banging away like Ben Wallace and Dwight Howard and just trying to dream shape like Hakeem. And have I still got it? You know what I mean? Showing him a few post moves and that.
Show him some of that old man game, mate. Old man skills, bro.
Still some juice at knees. Watch this. See ya. Bloat layup. Damn it. No, we're good, man. We're fighting.
Are you enjoying it though, bro? Are you enjoying it though?
Oh, mate. I'll tell you what, it took a month or two to get back into it. It's been so long since I've played. That once I got a couple of months under the belt and started to get like a feel for it again. And the club, it's mainly just like a scrimmage session, but they started doing some like friendly games versus local basketball clubs. So to feature again in the refereed games with the, and match fitness and scrimmage fitness are two different things. And I'm not in bad nick, but that game, when that whistle went and game time was on, woof, you know what I mean? Them lungs were getting some hammer, but yeah, it's been great, man. I've really, really thoroughly enjoyed it. Obviously, it's interacting with people, banter, laughs, jokes, and just, it's the best sport for camaraderie and obviously team play, in my opinion, anyway. So
absolutely, yeah. I'm sure the fitness is getting up as well, Tom, right?
I'm trying, mate. I try to look after myself. Get around all right, run around like them young'uns, keep up with them.
Let them do the running around, bro. Yeah, it's
half court, no escape. You know what I mean? In the mix. Oh, we love it.
Absolutely. And how are things at the Buzzer UK, man? How's things going with that?
Hey, we're doing all right. We're still here. We're constantly sourcing. I've got my eyeballs here, there, and everywhere. Oh, nice plug there, the mug. If you're not all watching on film, Matt should sip from his version 2 Buzzer mug. Absolutely. Shout out, cheers, mate. There you go, mate. Yeah, we're here, man. It's obviously a great pleasure. I know I did. The last time we did the pod, I was in the office, and that's been a game changer for me being in the office. I know we're chopping up just before we came on, but used to do it. For those that don't know, I used to do it at home, and where me and my wife live, it's not it's not a massive residence. It's not a manor by any stretch, but so I was doing it out in my loft. So to develop it, year 5 now as well. We're 5 years down the line, which I'm super proud of, and it's been a brilliant journey. And it's like I'm starting a podcast now. Didn't know you from anybody. You get to know the community, you get to know people. You share messages, you talk hoops, and that's just got that's just kind of what keeps it going, and the community feel. Do pride myself on trying to like be super interactive, super inclusive. So when people come to the page, you can just shoot, just have a giggle, and obviously live streaming. So, but we're not in a bad spot at all. Ready for 26. You know what I mean? We're ready for summer anyway.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
We're all ready, are we?
Mate, there's been a bit of sunshine today. People have been beer garden already. Come on.
I didn't see a jersey today, I'll be honest. It was only 9 degrees in Chef, but you know what I mean?
Oh,
ready for summer.
Reached double figures here in Stoke-on-Trent, mate. It was
mate, God's country, mate. That's why.
Oh,
God's country.
Absolutely middle of nowhere, mate. That's but yeah, absolutely. But no, it's good to have you on, bro. So yeah, I've got a few topics to kick off with. First one, we're going to go NBA All-Star Weekend over a week ago now, a couple of weeks. So bit of bone of contention with a lot of people. Does it still have the same jazz as the All-Star once had? Some people like it. They've tried to change the format. Well, first, probably what were your memories of All-Stars growing up, Tom? What was
I think at that stage as well, we've got to think now where we're in a totally different place with media, aren't we? We're in a place where we've had, you're digesting content via, especially the UK back then, talking late 90s now. All youngers are rolling their eyes, but you got like a magazine, you got magazines, and you got a magazine show. So you got Channel 4, like a magazine show and a live game or two. And then, like I say, you just got literal magazines and information that way. So when All-Star Weekend came round, especially when you were at that age, say like, 13, 14, 15, because of that, like, aura around the guys that you didn't get that full access. You haven't got Starting Five on Netflix. You haven't got the every single day you can see, guys just literally taking the houses, the pets, you play as kids like Deuce, they've become stars. Yeah. We didn't have any of this. So when the guys hit the court, it was what, again, is this nostalgia? I don't know. Will a kid be saying the same in 20 years about last weekend's All-Star game or weekend before? But back then it was like your superstars, your heroes hitting the court. And it was I felt played at a level which was very competitive, but I'm not going to get carried away with this because I did revisit some early 2K late 90s ones. I think early 90s was brutal. Like I think there was some genuine there's rivalry, but like legit rivalry, East-West rivalry. Yeah. But they were playing at I would say like they were playing at 70%, in the early 2Ks. They were setting fair enough screens and the guys were getting stuck in, but there was still your showmanship element. It's a celebration of basketball and all that. I get that. You're not going in the lane and burying yourself into somebody's ribs. It's not that. Yeah. It's a celebration of basketball as I see it. That's my experience.
Yeah.
So back then it was heroes and just idols just balling it, and what felt like a competitive weekend. It was all exciting. The dunk contest, obviously, and the 3-point contest or what they are. The razzmatazz. All this exciting stuff going on. And then I feel like we've had we're in a real mire. We have been, in my opinion, so we're 26 now. I've been, it's maybe 6, 7, 8 years now. It's been it's been tough watch, in my opinion. Like, really not for me, a lack of competitiveness. It's a game that should be played in the spirit of the game, which is, you play hard and you get stuck in, but the body language, there's no defense. I mean, it's not, I don't really know anybody who I kind of knock around with, who I know that has really enjoyed that. Steph's laying on the floor and we're almost just defense collapses and Dame's logo in, and you know what I mean? It's like, that's not appealing to me as a fan. We're all different. This is only my views. So if I revisit All-Star Weekend 26 to see the certain guys, because obviously even Ant-Man called out, I think he called Joker and Luca out, didn't he, about throwing no shade, but they don't want to be here. I'm like, Ant, yes, more of that. Let's be honest, Ant. Love that.
Was he lying? Yeah, was he lying, no. Bro? He wasn't, was he?
No, the towel on the head, just sat, gassing away. So my experience, and I said it on my page the day after that, I just said, I was locked in. So this is the game night, the Sunday game night, the round robin, the teams. And I felt like seeing the young guys who are the future faces of the league, trying, Wemby was trying. Wemby was trying, he was bodying up, he was going the lane tough, he was, Ant-Man was following that lead. They wanted to win, and I just thought, finally, there's a generation of players. If there's they're going to be our premium guys, aren't they? For years to come, they're going to be our superstars, and hopefully, come next year, if we have some younger guys who get inducted and selected, get some younger guys selected, they'll follow that lead. Yep. And let's hope, in the spirit of competition, that can continue going forward, because it's just a huge turn off for me when it's just not. It's barely a game, is it? It's almost Harlem Globetrotters, like, if that even, So what were your views, Matt?
I think the Steph Curry line down thing, I think that was the end for me. I think that was it. I think I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, because I got annoyed with it every year. I'm like, why am I doing this? And last year I didn't watch at all. I didn't watch anything last
honestly,
year.
Just consumed a few highlights.
I didn't want. I'm just like, I'm not doing this again, and I was all right with it. I didn't really miss it because I knew what it was going to be like anyway. This year seemed to be. They changed the format again. Keep trying to, got to do something, because it's a real issue with people who talk about the NBA and us doing the podcast now, and it's a real and you've got the best players in the league, and if you're Adam Silver, that's your product you're sending out there. These are the best of the best, and so if you're a neutral and you're like, oh, I might check out this All-Star, and you see that's the product, you're like, they don't even look that bothered, so why should I be bothered? And then, maybe you're not picking up those kind of them new fans, them new people who are interested. I think maybe as you get a bit older, it's probably just not for us. I mean, for me anyway, because I'm a bit older now, a bit longer in the tooth, mate. Maybe the All-Star game's just not for me, and I'm more into the end of the season, more meaningful games and things like that. Like I said to you on the comment, I think I commented on your post on the Monday after. I says it all comes down to the players, bro. The players have to buy in, and want to play. And I blame LeBron a lot for this, because LeBron's been the main man for so long, 10, 15 years, being the man of the face of the league. If he played at a certain level in these All-Star games, everybody would rise with him. And I don't think he's been that fussed. And I don't think he's been bothered. So the other players look at LeBron going, well, he ain't bothered. Why am I bothered? And then it trickles down for me. Yeah. So that's what was nice about seeing Wemby and Edwards, because eventually, like you say, they're going to be the faces of the league. They're going to be the top guys. And if they're trying, everybody else will. And that is a good thing looking forward, mate, I think. 100%.
Totally agree.
Kawhi, he'd want to make a show, wouldn't he? It's in LA, at their arena. So
good call. Shout out Kawhi. That was incredible to watch.
He took over the game, didn't he? One of the games he was on. Nobody could touch him, or
no.
Whether they wanted
like 8 for 8 in game 2 or game. Game 2 or 3, 8
I mean,
and it was, that is what that right there. You've encapsulated it. It's a great point. That is why I was glued. That's why I was like, oh, I can't wait for next game, because if the guys are putting it in like this, and he got hands in his faces, the defense was there, it weren't like sagging off, like it was there. So they were trying, both ends of the floor they were trying, offense and defense. So that's why I'm like, it's back. I mean, it's back. The little bit of magic back.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
There's a chance. That's why 100%. I don't feel like there's a chance for dunk contest, but I have my reasons why. If you want to discuss that, I think
the dunk contest's done, mate. I think it's over, innit? It's done.
So
it's done.
If we do a little bit on the dunk contest, right? I think if you can go on all our tablet form, whatever, and you can see some of the crazy, and I mean breathtaking, some of the stuff that the non-NBA guys are doing, because the professional dunkers now, aren't they? They are literally. They do tours, they do comps. There's big prize in these comps. Shaquille O'Neal's got that show. I can't remember what it's called, but literally, they play the blah blah blah. It's great, and it's breathtaking. But all they do is train to dunk, and you can see what's possible. Whereas I feel like in the past, maybe that weren't such the case. The internet comes out, and you can see, my goodness, that's possible. So I can achieve that. So the internet, I feel the internet really breeds that. Oh wow, that's possible. Can I up their game? Before that, the guys would rock up. They get the NBA guys. I mean, the dunk contest. They go, they work on some stuff, this and other, and then boom. But at the minute, it's like we're not getting the guys to. So obviously, the thirst to enter is not there, and also the product. We got the people like as for the superstars, Jaylen Brown is one of the superstars of the league this year. And, I wouldn't say ripped. He did okay, but he didn't rip it up, did he, when he entered? Was it last year before? But my point is, it's like that little bit of magic and that juice. I think because we were so aware of other, the ability of others that are not players, then I think it kind of waters it down. And that's just my view on the dunk contest. And
again, LeBron wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. Never done it.
Matt's after LeBron tonight. I hope LeBron's not listening. LeBron, sorry about Matt tonight. Sorry about Matt.
I'm calling him out, mate. No, I'm not having it. No, mate.
He's not having it.
He's teased us for too long. He teased us for far too. Yeah, I'm going to do it next year. I'm doing it next year. And then he got, as it got closer and closer, well, I'll have to see. No, man. No, mate.
No, mate, not having it.
No.
Well, where's Ja? Yeah. Where's Ja? You know what I mean? Where's high flyers?
Yeah. I think once I saw the lineup of the dunk contest, I'm like, I ain't watching a minute of that. Like, because you just haven't got the star power, bro, have you? Like you say, the star power is not there. Yeah. Now, the 3-point contest, you get the star power, don't you? You get them, them
it's
guys.
It's a pure thing, isn't it? You got racks of balls. It's just it's the format. Your best shooters come out, bang. Dave takes you for a third time. Arguably on one leg, half a knee, whatever he's injured at a minute.
How would you do that? How would you do that when you're on the shelf, bro? How would you do that?
It's built different, isn't it? Same time, built different. Built different, mate.
I thought my man Book was going to have it, mate. I thought he got it in the bag. But Booker, amazing about Booker, just sidetracking again, mate. Booker's a career 30.3 3-point shooter, 30% for his career, and he's won the 3-point contest once already, and he nearly won a second one. So, are we saying anybody can win it?
Well, you know what I mean?
It's unbelievable.
It's just for a few other guys in, centers and stuff. See how they get on. Mix it up a bit. Centers only.
Yeah,
Mind you, that doesn't even matter anymore. You've got, every center shoots threes now.
I mean, Wemby, you'd have Wemby in there, wouldn't you, shooting them and stuff?
That kid. Please stay healthy, Wemby. We love you.
Wemby's unbelievable when he's playing, but, just play 20 games in a row, mate. Come back to me.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, with somebody that big, you worry about foot issues and knees and all that, don't you? And but when he plays, it's a sight, isn't it, to see?
I've never seen anything like it,
isn't it? Yeah.
But last week, just as if he's going to drive to the lane, takes a step back, which when Wemby steps back, that's like half the paint. So he just step back and just this picture perfect three, just beautiful. I'm just like, wow, this kid.
Yeah. What did you think? Sorry, carry on, Tom.
Not all. No, carry on. You go.
What did you think of the format, the All-Star game with the 3 teams, and what did you think about that? Do you think it was something that worked, or would you rather? Or your traditional? It has to be one game kind of thing, and
no, because it's not that format. Which I'm not saying is dead forever. It could, but I just felt like this was super fresh in terms of the world team and then your 2 US teams. And so I don't think there's nothing wrong with experimenting because nothing changes. The format of East v West needed the interest had gone. I mean, is that related to the guys not trying and the culture? And definitely. But personally, it got my attention. And what we just talked about, where we're in the bin to us both, wasn't it? I was like, I can't keep doing this. A bad relationship. You keep going back. We're not doing this again. No, I love you. No. The same again. It's like that, isn't it? It's All-Star weekend.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm out. So this week, but I was back in. And if I'm in, I'm like, you've got my attention. And it was, it was short, very short and sweet, which worked as well,
Which will probably appeal to the younger element maybe as well, because,
they've got no attention.
Apparently, all kids under 15 can only watch 30-second things and stuff. So it's like,
Well, it's not a bad point. But Matt, I have got an incredible solution for the All-Star game. Anyway, if you would like to hear it,
I would absolutely love to hear it, mate.
Right then. So we've talked a little bit serious. So now we're just going to have some fun. Although, if the commissioner's listening, I think you should clip this, Matt, and you should put this out to the world because they need to hear this. So what we're going to do,
I'll copy him in.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. This is on the Shooters Lounge podcast, and we're gonna fix the NBA All-Star. Are you ready? Right. This is what we're going to do. So we're going to scrap it as a game, right? Bear with me; they'll all become clear. So we're going to scrap it as a game, right? We're going to have it as we're going to have it as like a black tie event. So it's a bit like the Oscars, right? So All-Star Weekend becomes. Bear with me. So for the host, right, we're having the TNT cast. So we've got obviously Ernie, Shaq, Kenny, and Charles. So they're going to be great hosts anyway. Like Shaq will have already shoved like Kenny through one of pieces of, Charles will have already said something offensive. It'll be hilarious. So it's already funny, right? It's already funny. So it's like all the players are there. Everyone's got looking marvelous. And we're probably at the Clippers Inuit Dome. We don't get the old. We'll have the wall up. We need the wall. You'll see why, right?
Need the wall. Okay.
So by the way, it's all streamed worldwide live.
Yeah.
And on our phones, right? We have an app, so we can vote as well, right? So it's like an alternate All-Star Weekend. So you have like a special host come on, and then various little categories for winners. So it's not a game, but you'll see. Right. So this is what we're going to have. So I'm going to run through this quickly. So on the alternate All-Star Weekend, we are going to have. So first of all, we are going to have the first award is the best away bench reaction award. So when a bench celebrates when they shouldn't, like one of the teammates nudges the other one. So they're going to replay the 5 best ones throughout the season. Do you know when they're like, and then they're like correct themselves. So that's going to be first award, and it's going to be on all the arena, and everyone votes at home. You get where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So then we're going to replace the dunk contest with the best blown dunk contest. So any missed dunks, we'll have 5 of them. They'll go up on the screen. Everyone can vote at home. You know what I mean? That's what we need to do. Right, then we're going to roll a basket out. So there is some physical stuff, and we're going to get the 10 worst free throw shooters who have played over 30 games in the NBA to shoot 10 free throws, see how many they can score. Then Luca will come out and host the best moan at the referee award, right? So, featuring LeBron, Draymond Green, and Joel Embiid, close-up slow motion with the moaning at the refs. And everyone could vote on that as well, which was the best.
Has Luca got a long-time achievement award for that then, has he?
Well, this is, it's because he's hosting it. You know what I'm saying? It's best fight, Meta World Peace. Meta World Peace comes out and awards the best fight. Bench clearer, slow motion, you know what I mean? And potentially down the line, they could do one of them boxing things like Jake Paul has been, it's like kind of not a boxer.
Yes.
And then, you with me? More awards. So Danny Ainge comes out now, and he hosts the best tanking montage. So basically, we're going to close up on like benches that have got all the starters sat there with towels on their head, like poor Larry Markkinen. And also the award goes to the team that threw. Like I think the Jazz did one last week, third quarter. They're up a load. Benched the first unit and lost. You know what I mean? One of my favourites of the night is the best flop award as well. So SGA's current favourite. We've got Harden, Embiid, Harden's kick out. Highlights again. Everyone votes at home. Absolutely unbelievable. Personal favourite, Trevor Ariza hosts this one. It's the 9th Man of the Year award. So this is a solid. So, shout out to them, shout out to the Iron Men there. Been around a bit. Like who's the 9? We don't want about 6. Give us 9. Obviously, this is a complete half-baked idea. So we've had best tag. Oh, and then the Linsanity Award. So Jeremy Lin comes out for best heat check guy who you didn't know was on a team. So Ryan Rollins on the Bucks. How did he score? Whatever type award. So and I think we've got to finish. We have got the best celebration award hosted by Melo. And then we basically run through the best sellies of the year, a little bit of Mikal Bridges. We've got Steph, you know what I mean? So, and that's the alternate All-Star Weekend. So I think I've saved it.
I think we've just solved it, bro. We just solved it, right?
It's interactivity. Everyone's voting. Do you know what I mean? I think I've saved it. I'm confident. Get on the phone, NBA. Get on the phone.
That is sponsored by At The Buzzer UK. So if you use it, it's Tom's idea. If anybody uses it, they owe him a big load of cash.
You heard it here first. Copyright.
First on the Shooters Lounge.
Buy us something rambling next year about it. We started it. Obviously, feel free to insert your own categories.
I mean, Luca giving an award to somebody about moaning to the refs is definitely peak TV, isn't it? That's prime TV right there, bro.
Well, we're in. I can't remember if we talked about this last time or not, but we are in a bit in the mire, aren't we? With the grumbling to refs and flopping. Matt, what's the solution to the flopping thing? It doesn't work. I just don't like it, mate. I just don't like it. But I don't know the solution.
Players are so good at it now. They're so good at like drawing fouls, and Harden's made a career out of it, aren't they? Just like drawing fouls. Yeah. Brunson's very good at it too, drawing fouls, making as if
Ant-Man's the same.
somebody's ran into him, but he's actually run into them. But he made it look like it's the other way around. It's unbelievable, really. You have to kind of respect it in a way. I don't like it, but I kind of like, man, how did he do that? Like,
well, yeah, that the one that gets me is like you think you just touched on there, initiating contact, and then your best mate does it as well. The king comes in, like,
I mean, he made a career out of that.
Initiate contact, and then almost throw yourself back.
It's the flop of the head.
The head roll. Ant-Man's a sucker for that. Ant-Man yelps all the time. Obviously, I was fortunate to go to Miami. I could hear him. Yeah, when he's good driving the lane.
Yeah.
Sorry if it didn't sound like Ant-Man, but you know what I mean. So it's like, I just wish, I don't know.
Resemblance is uncanny, bro. I'll be honest.
Yeah. But it's the same in other sports. It's rife across like the players of just any way you can kind of gain that little bit of an advantage, even though I don't like to see it.
Whatever rules you change, players and coaches are intelligent enough now to find ways to exploit it, or either one way or the other, don't you? You know what I mean? Like Trae Young was always good at like hooking other people's arms as he's dribbling and things like that. And Chris Paul was really good about getting in front of somebody and then all of a sudden stopping his dribble, so they ran into him and behind him and stuff like. They kind of stopped that, didn't they?
It's the dark arts, isn't it?
I think that's sort of whatever you do. There's a reaction to the the action, reaction, and all that kind of thing. So I think there'll always be things that that can be changed. I think what Silver has always been very good at for me, mate, is he's always willing to change things if he thinks things are wrong. Which I think under David Stern all them years, he was very like, this is how it is, and that's it kind of thing. Silver is always kind of open to changing things, and some things he's changed worked, and some things he's changed haven't. Tanking's a big thing now, isn't it, at the moment? And now what we're going to do about the tanking, and that's it. He got a lot of questions about in All-Star weekend, didn't he? Like, it's meant to be a nice occasion. What are you going to do about tanking? Like, there's 5 or 6 teams who, by the All-Star break, just weren't bothered about winning games, and that's not a good product for the league as a whole, is it?
Not at all. It doesn't sit right with me in terms of a game is people show up to watch a competitive game. But you think, I don't know, I'd call it fanciful or whatever, but at the end of the day, going out there, players have worked all their careers to be at that position. It's the pinnacle of the sport. There isn't a higher league to be in than the NBA when it comes to, obviously finances for yourself and your family and ability. So when you're going out there and you're not playing to win, it almost, it tarnishes the game. It's a game. A game is, that game, 2 teams going at it, best team win. But when you're benching, you started 5 in third quarter when you're winning, like, what are we doing, man? Like, what? It's just grotesque, isn't it? It's bad. Like,
did they do it in one game, but they actually won the game and they still got fined? You benched everybody at the end of the third quarter, still won, but still got fined. You're like, what? Hang on, what? We won the game. How can it be fined? Like, what we doing? But, I mean, it started. I mean, like Popovich years ago when the NBA was on national TV. And he'd rest all his starters and things, and that had just enraged David Stern back in the day. He's like, "You are not doing this again." Like, it's your league on national TV. You want the best players out there and things, don't you? And
you do. And well, you've got like that. Sorry.
It's just the load management is another issue as well, isn't it? Where they rest players. Even though I don't think there's any kind of any stats or anything to show that it actually works, or I don't know if it does them any good or not. I don't know really. There's no kind of any proof really to say that it actually helps. But these guys not playing back to backs like Embiid, LeBron, I don't think does a lot of back to backs these days.
It's the certain players will almost like talk out against it because these people are like, especially like the younger fans and any fan really, fans can travel a heck of a long way, with location of the franchises. It's a heck of a journey for some. So when you rock up and so and so's under load management, it's a tough break, isn't it? It's a tough break for the fans. Or obviously it might be a once in a lifetime. It might be special occasion and they don't have the chance to see that star.
Yeah.
But also they're not robots, they're not machines. So I still feel the season's too long. Like I feel it's a couple too. Okay. I think it's a little too long, the regular season. But I think if you had a shorter season, potentially it'd cut down, because obviously there's more on the line in each game. It'd possibly provide less opportunity to rest people if they're fit. That is.
So how many games would you knock off, Tom, from what there is now? 82 games, obviously now. How many? Well,
don't put me on the spot, Matt, because I don't know how fixtures wise it were. But I think about. No, I'm just thinking legit. I'm like, but I think it could be 10 games shorter.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just wonder if they made it 10 games less, they'd do it anyway. Like it'd be like, yeah, we'd give you 10 games less, and they're like, yeah, I'm still gonna load manage
20 then.
Like, man, come on. I mean, it all comes down to money, doesn't it, bro? TV money, revenue.
Yeah.
Telling each of the owners that that's 10. Could be five potential less games at home that you're having. What revenue you get from that?
Yeah.
Food sales. It's all kind of in together.
It's ecosystem in it.
Yeah, but I feel like the kind of records as well. That's where it doesn't kind of records that have stood for so long because you play 82 games. If you play less, then the players who are coming in then won't play as many games each season, obviously. But then, the records are all together from people who were playing 82. So then almost you've got to have kind of two sets of records then. Oh, these ones where we play 72 now. That's where it doesn't kind of marry up for me. But
yeah, it's a good point.
Again, Silver, he's adaptable to change and things, and maybe he will. There's always the talk about expansion, but I don't know when money's involved, mate.
Well, you see what franchises are going for, like, you know what I mean? There's mega money stuff in it, like another level. It's, multi-billion dollars. The Celtics just.
Yeah.
We'll see, won't we? Because I think if there's money there, they'll expand. We've got obviously in the football with the World Cup, there's rumours of NBA Europe. So it's, and obviously I was fortunate enough to get to the game, the Orlando Magic Grizzly game down at the O2, which was. But just can I do a little minute on that if you don't mind?
Absolutely. No.
Talk about the day.
Yeah.
So
sure.
the whole area. So obviously it was the O2 down in London, and the whole atmosphere, energy, and the NBA house was a great addition. So you got like creators, you got performers from tricksters, you got dunk contests going. The whole day was excellent.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it comes down to the value of the game. It priced fans out. I was fortunate enough to go. I got a ticket on first sale, so paid a heck of a lot of money because I didn't want to miss it. I'm in a fortunate enough position that I could afford to go. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Our friend came with us last minute and booked in the same block, and we're sat 10 rows of about 10 seats down in the same block behind us. So one row back, 10 seats down. Right up, not me head off. And it was £110 cheaper for her ticket the week before. So that shows. And looking around the arena, I was like, there was absolutely no. They could tell you what they want, but that was 65-70% full, the bottom bowl, because they priced the fans out.
Yeah.
It's tough.
You could tell watching the game at home, Tom. Yeah. You could see it. You could see the empty seats, and I'm like,
it was tough, man. It was tough.
It
was tough.
And then they'll go, oh well, we won't go back UK. We didn't even sell out. But when you price it at that level, bro, it's
extortionate. I've got friends with young families that love basketball, and I can think of 5 or 6, like literally off the top of my head now, they were like, I've got to come down from Scotland. I've got to come from, Liverpool area. I've got 2 children and 2 adults. So it's over £1,000, and then the expenditure on the day. I know you can't, I read it in microwave. It's not going to be a £5 a ticket. We know this. But when you go into it, even like live music, live events, etc. But, if you cap it at, even if you capped it at 100 and say, I don't know, bottom bowl 125, you're paying £3,500, So that was the only thing I think they got. Well, I know they got that wrong, because the top bowl, where the cheaper seats were packed.
Yeah.
Couldn't see an empty seat. That's showing you. Yeah. And I caught bits of the Berlin game, and it looked packed. So on that was a Thursday, wasn't it? We were Sunday.
Thursday and Sunday, yeah, that's it.
So it was just more like a little bit of feedback from the day. I think they need to make that a bit more accessible pricing wise.
Yeah.
Because how are people going to get access?
Yeah. And plus, what's the aim of the NBA to have that game there? Do you want a half-empty arena?
Yeah.
Do you want a half-empty arena, or do you want to fill it and it's a good atmosphere and you put it at a certain level?
Getting fans for life. Yeah, getting fans for life. Because the day itself was brilliant. Like I say, NBA House was a huge hit. It was just, what I'm trying to say, yeah, it was almost being in the arena was like, and seeing the empty seats was probably like the lowest point, because the whole day and the event and what they put on, the league and with all the people that they pulled in from the UK scene, it was really, really positive and a celebration, which was what I wanted. I think, put UK on the map. We're back. There's a strong links from back in the day. Been many games played in London over the years, so to have it back was a really big thing. And I just thought,
well, since 2019, since the last one in London, mate. So pre-COVID, mate. Yeah, so it should have been. The game shouldn't be the low light of the couple of days, should it?
I mean, the game itself was just like Memphis put the foot on the throat. Ja was singing, he was on tune, and it just never became a game.
I don't think he's played since. I think he peaked. That was his game, wasn't it? He had played since.
I feel at home here. He's never played since. Obviously, he did. You know what I mean? But wonderful experience. Come on now. It was brilliant. It was obviously share the games like it was, but that was only really like pricing.
I'd have loved to have gone, mate, but like I got priced out, bro. There's a point in there where you're like, I can't really justify it to myself that was me coming from me, mate. Anybody who did buy, fair play to you, and it'd have been nice because could have probably met some people who I haven't met in kind of the real space, kind of thing. It would have been nice, we'd all been in the same place and things. It'd have been nice to kind of hook up. I know G from Orlando Magic UK, they had a bit of a get together before the game and stuff, and all the fellow Magic fans and they had a great day. Unfortunately, then the game started for them. Unfortunately, it got a bit.
Never got within 18 after the first 5 minutes.
It got ugly quick for him. Bless him.
Yeah, I felt for him. But like you said, that's a great point, because we're a small island, but we're not a small island, if you know what I mean. But when you get to know everybody, you get to know some people, especially in the opposition. We have regular guests on, and you get to come, you cross paths with people. So it was nice to you bump into people from. I was seeing people that I see the British basketball scene. I was seeing other guys that obviously speak to online, and having that opportunity to get together. And I think such a grandeur occasion really lent into that, the fact that the community could get together, albeit unfortunately pricing out people like yourself. And I said to me and my wife and friends said, if it's same price next year, regardless of who's on, I'm not going. And then
it'd be
next year will come.
To see, because it's meant to be in Manchester next year, right? Or this
year?
Both. Next year, this year, it depends when the game
London
is.
And Manchester. London and Manchester next year.
Okay, right. London and I mean, if it's that expensive in Manchester, mate, don't give me nobody there, bro. I'll tell you that right now.
Don't be like that. Well, it's what they call it now, Co-op, isn't it? The Co-op Arena, the new one. Have you been?
No, I haven't, mate. I was going to ask, have you been?
I've been once. With me and my wife went to see Kasabian there. Sold out. And I said to her at the time, I'm like, seeing an NBA game in here would be incredible. It's an absolutely stunning setup. I can imagine. I just thought this. And then when they announced it, because I'd said it prior to announcing it, and I thought, wow, this is good. This is something. It's I don't know. Don't shoot me, but I think it's the largest indoor arena in Europe. It's 23,000.
I think is it just over the O2? Because I think O2 was at one point, wasn't it? Maybe.
Again, like I said, don't quote me. I thought when it came out, I thought it was. I thought that was a statistic. And
I think it might.
We'll find out.
But that's it'd be interesting. Who's playing as well? That might have a lot to do with it as well. Which if you get somebody like a big kind of well supported teams from here, like Celtics or Lakers or Bulls or something like that. I think
it'd be good for the Bulls. Be good for the Bulls having some people not abusing them, actually backing them. I think. Do you know what I mean? Bulls fans, if you're out there, I'm so sorry. It just hurts.
It's tough. It's tough out there.
It hurts for you.
It's tough out there in Siberia. It's not nice, is it, man? It's
not at all. Not at all.
Hey, man, they had it good in the 90s, mate. That's
They've had it all in the 90s, but it's a long time past, Matt, now. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he won it yesterday. Who was it? No, absolutely not.
But every time they get something going, it looks like they get a bit of a buzz going. It just gets torn to bits. And obviously, they had D-Rose as well, which is, gave them some lots of good times and smiles, but obviously injury wrecked that. But at the minute, it's just when I saw, the tearing it all up again, and I was, oh no, you know what I mean? Like White on his way, Vooch is gone, and
happened again.
Desumnu was a shot. What a pickup for Minnesota that was. Ayo Desumnu went to Minnesota, right? Didn't he? I like that kid.
Yes.
And I thought, surely like Chicago fans must have been like, well, if I'm keeping Bazelis, Giddy, I thought like surely Desumnu was one that you'd be keeping on the roster, for future. If that's what they were thinking.
I think the Bulls ownership are just happy to just be 11th every year and just leave it to that. I think.
What is that?
That guy's too good. We need to get rid of this guy.
That's what it feels like.
He's making the rest of the team look bad. We need to get rid of him.
Yeah, mate, it's cruel. It really is.
Yeah. Just sell the team, man. If you're not that bothered, just sell the team. Like what?
Agreed.
No, it's time. It's time.
Agreed.
Let somebody else have a go. Somebody with a bit of enthusiasm or something.
That's it.
One of the most recognizable sports franchises in the world,
mate.
The Bulls, and
right up there, isn't it?
100%.
Celtics, Lakers.
It's one of the most recognized logos in the world. Like, people who don't follow the NBA, know what that logo is, I'd say.
Yes, they do, probably. It's a good shout. Yeah, it's a good shout.
But, just not even mid-table obscurity, just like bottom half obscurity. Like, it's terrible. It's a shame as a fan, isn't it?
Absolutely.
But, somebody's got to be down there, mate. As long as it's not Suns, I don't care. But, so did you go to the NBA store in London, mate, when you were down there?
Well, I felt like they dropped the ball a little bit on merch. We had so inside NBA House there was a shop, but it was only like a small pop up, bits and pieces. They got a couple of like marquee players, but no,
was that at the O2? I'm sorry.
So next to the O2, so it was a 5-minute walk from the O2. They set up the NBA House, and there was a pop-up shop in there. They've got a store at the O2. So just next to the entrance, they've got an official store.
Left.
I did.
Just to the left there, right? That's right, yeah.
So I didn't go in because when we arrived, there was like it was an hour to get in. no BS. It was an hour to get in. And we'd only got 90 minutes till tip. And it was like a 40-minute queue to kind of get in the arena. So unfortunately not. Because if I'm like a dog without a board, if I could get a sponsors patch Magic jersey in the UK, I'm there. So absolutely. I didn't, mate, to be honest. I couldn't feed back on that. So that was one thing I missed out on.
When G from Orlando Magic UK was on, he was talking about his experience down at the O2, and he said how because there was a lot of American fans there who were at the game at the O2, and they said, crazy how long the queue was. And how long it took to actually get into the game. He was like, it's not like this over here where we are.
Well, just a little side story. Like, so there was 4 of us, and my wife was the only one with a small bag. And because she got a small bag, she got to go through a bagging checker.
Yes.
And I've been to O2 before to various events, and the queues have been, there's been a queue, but it's not been the end of the world size queue, and it's not took that long. Whereas, she's like, you've got a bag, ma'am, you'll have to go in this queue. So we're in this queue. And I'm not kidding, it was nearly all the way around the O2 back to the entrance. So looking at me watch thinking, I'm getting a bit airy here. Do you know what I mean? Like prayer introductions will be like 1:45, and like we've been in this queue for like 45 minutes. Yeah. And all that happened at the end of the queue was all the queues merged, and then you walked into the bag checker. So it was a waste of time. Everyone else could just filter in on the left and get in. So it was quite poorly like managed in that front,
I did hear that.
I don't see you just keep calling out. It was a bit tough. It was a bit of a tough look. Like they've not really got top side of that. It was so the queues were pretty intense. All inside the arena, no, it was pretty good. They got plenty of refreshments and bits and pieces.
Yeah,
but getting in was rough. Getting in was pretty rough.
Yeah. Well, like you say, it's been a while since we've had a game. Perhaps we've forgotten how to do it.
Never.
It's been 7 years since we had an NBA game. So we're just not used to doing it. But hopefully, maybe the co-op arena might be a bit better, dude. Who knows?
It will be, mate. Hopefully they'll be back next year anyway. Hopefully they will. I'm sure. I think it was enough for success to. I mean, that other sports have been doing it with a lot less fixtures. Like the NFL have really put a stamp on that. I think they've been Mexico, Madrid, Munich, London, Tottenham, da 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 da. And I think
they're everywhere, mate.
They're everywhere. But what happens? You get the global reach, you get new fans. You're passing the game on to a new audience. Yeah. And with it, as I touched on before, with the fixture list in the NBA, surely, like you mentioned there, with your big franchise teams, can New Orleans be at Manchester with a visiting Bulls, like you say? Could it be Celtics, Lakers? They're on the road. It's it's not taking a home game away.
I don't know why you just don't take 4-6 teams away and they all play in Europe for like 2 weeks or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Like you said, there's so many games, and it's like, oh, we'll give you one game. Like, I mean, come on, man.
They have got games to spare, haven't they? They've got games to spare. Use them.
And NFL are just pushing it and pushing it and pushing it.
And they don't have games to spare.
No,
they don't have games to spare. It's a very, very, very small season. So credit to them for that. NBA, like you say, Adam, we'll see more. I'm confident we're going to see more and more NBA like Europe wide. But apparently, I didn't quite realize that UK was the biggest market in Europe, which I assume for merch. But it's the UK is one of the biggest spenders in Europe on and consumers of NBA. That's just a statistic I saw, whether it's right or wrong. Wouldn't surprise me. We all lunatics over here.
That's the source, Tom. That's
quiet down.
So speaking of jerseys, Tom, I think it was Elliot from Hooping and Luton. Shout out to Elliot. He was raising something the other day about the state of the current jersey game. Is it or the new kind of jerseys that are coming out now, or is it that people aren't gravitating to buying them? They're kind of going back to the kind of retro style. I just wanted your kind of opinion, Tom, on what you think.
Yeah.
With somebody who sells jerseys online and stuff, where do people kind of gravitate? Do you think there's been a change recently on what people are buying, or has it stayed the same?
It's well, if we start on, there's always going to be a market for vintage. It's the same with, in my opinion, anyway. It's the same. It's the reason that I started getting into jerseys, because I think we talked about it initially, whenever it was ago, when we and you were talking on the pod, and it was just about having the jerseys of the guys that I looked up to, and just kind of enjoy wearing them in summer and this and other. Mm-hmm. So I feel like the older jerseys, the vintage jerseys, will look after themselves. Whether there's an interest from the younger kids to wear those jerseys via NBA 2K. Like, for example, I might have said this as well. I was walking through the supermarket and a young kid had got a Dominique Wilkins jersey on and he knew who it was. And this kid was like 13. I'm like, how do you know that? He's like, oh yeah, NBA 2K. And I was like, that is mint. I'm like, that is what it's all about. Yeah, but regards, and so I think the vintage will look after itself in terms of like people, they're going through different stages. Oh yeah, I wonder if I can get that jersey, this and the other. And then obviously that moves along, the 90s becomes the early 2000s, people, these idols move along, Russell Westbrook, now Russell at the end of his career, I saw a heck of a lot of Russell Westbrook. It's always popular. Certain players I think will always be popular. But where the jersey game is at in a modern sense as well, Nike aren't stupid. Let's be real, they're not daft. You've seen a range of classic jerseys come out. So that's making sure the scratching the itch. I mean, there's you, me, everyone's got their own opinion. They're usually my favorite jersey just because I remember the original. But as far as the modern jersey range, I feel like due to you've got your City Edition, State Edition, Association, Icon Edition, which you just change your names to be uber confusing instead of home away alternate. But there you go. This is how it is. It
seemed like a foolproof plan, that was, mate. It was home, away, alternate. I mean, what we changing names for, bro? Well, yeah, carry on, sir. Sorry.
Totally agree. Totally. No. All this, is what it is. So we're in a position with designs where, like, you're always going to have your classics. You can't reinvent the wheel in that sense. I think like you mentioned earlier, the Bulls logo, your Celtics, you got stock. That's part. I feel like that's part of your home and away jerseys. A part of that. We've just had a Magic rebrand, so. But I like that. That's heavily lent into the 90s and early 2000s. The designs. So as far as a design point of view, I'm all right with it. I've personally seen every era and every design come through, and I'm like, well, yes, can you get more creative? Possibly when it comes to the City, because I feel like the City's a free hit. The City's the annually produced jersey of each team to be able to tap into City roots, etc. And I feel like sometimes they're they're left wanting, you know, the designs. And like this year, they've done the remix year, so they basically just brought a load back, change of colours, or kept them the same.
Yeah.
So that, you know,
But
that
sometimes you swing and miss, Tom, don't you? Sometimes, you know, you
if you don't try, like you said earlier, if you don't try,
have a go, mate. Absolutely.
If you don't try, and like I feel like as well as like there's this inner, just general feeling that people just want to change things. Like sometimes, like it's just all right that Chicago wear that jersey and Boston wear that jersey, but I do also like the fun element. Like I miss the Christmas Day jerseys, I really do. But and I feel like they're not going to miss that much longer, surely. You know, it's Nike. It'll be surely there's something coming.
They're a real sought after jersey, aren't they? Them Christmas Day ones, mate.
Yes, they are.
And they go very quickly off the website. I can imagine, bro, don't they?
They do. But I mean, it's like anything. Like your limited edition runs, your special editions. Yeah. You know, there's like your Latin Nights jerseys, and there's so many. And each. As if you know, I'll talk a little bit about each brand. Like I'm on Nike and Jordan. Obviously, Jordan come under Nike brand. And so if I'm like recently, if I can get obviously sourcing stock, you know, you've had lads on here that have done the same thing. I know the grind, you know, them lads keep at it, you know, just keep at it, lads, you know. And it's like the newer element, got a few new jerseys on. I'm lucky enough to get a Cooper Flag statement, Ant-Man Classic, boom, gone. You know, they're gone. So there is a delight and a need and a, you know, people want the new jerseys because I think as well for people like myself, it's pricing as well. You can't be like coming in and, you know, you can't possibly compete with Nike because they have the stock, they've got the sizing, you know, they're getting thousands and thousands of jerseys coming in, stock photo, all the sizes, boom. You know, whereas us cats, you know, we try and find what we can and you know, present it in the right way. And, you know, there's all the work that goes on behind the scenes, especially the vintage side.
Yeah.
But a jersey right now, I did this today, Matthew. So £94.99 for a jersey on Nike. So £94.99.
Yeah.
And a Mitchell & Ness jersey is 95. So, you know, that's an expensive piece of clothing. So I'm going to use that to link into my second point where you said the state of the jersey game. And now personally, as someone that handles, you know, hundreds, thousands of jerseys a month, it's the quality. So if you're paying for something that's quality, then you get, you know, you're like, okay, it's quality when it arrives. But unfortunately, in my opinion, the quality is not there that matches the price tag. Far too many jerseys appealing. They're not even that old. You know, you
first wash sometimes, bro. First wash.
It's not right. That's just me. You know, when if I go back to like mid 2000s, which once you've come back, so you got your Champion USA, Champion Europe. So I preferred the Europe because it was sublimated graphic, like dyed into material. You could have the better designs on. Obviously, USA was onto print.
Yeah.
So then we move into, you know, you got Reebok era. You got when Nike had a man licensed some teams, knocking out the Swingman jerseys. You know, and it was like then Adidas took it over. So your Reebok stuff, early Adidas Swingman jerseys were absolutely sublime compared to a modern Swingman jersey in terms of production. You know, stitch lettering, you know, quality material, breathable holes, which I miss. You wear them New Jersey, Jim. Oh god damn, like that is stuck to you. You know, they're not exactly, you know. And the Mitchell & Ness, don't get me started. I love the look of them. They're like wearing cardboard. You know, the sweaty patch. Oh, right.
Yeah.
But still, you know. So I think
it's that one that you buy that you know I'll never wear, but I have to have it.
that Ray Allen, the green Ray Allen Bucks one. Yeah, like you know. So the quality, unfortunately, is lacking. I'll you know, bang this drum while ever it doesn't change. You've got even in the Mitchell & Ness range, the Generation 1, the first release of a Swingman jersey. Bear in mind, is they're sold exactly the same, the marketed exactly the same. Even the Jerry West, the NBA badge, was stitched. You know, it's now an iron-on patch. The lettering was stitched. They're now heat press letters.
Yeah,
and that is, I feel like, is a problem. But there's no way that they're going to change the entire manufacturing process to spend more money. We're just in this, you know, it's cost high, quality's dropped, which is a shame. So that, you know, on that front, I don't want to start talking about golden days and eras and all that, but they're not as good a quality as they were. And that is, in my opinion, a fact. So that's a shame. But I think regards in the jersey game, like we're getting the home road statement, and, you know, I wish to get a bit more fruity on the city, but I mean, it's just a game uniform. And they're trying new things. I'm all right with it. I'm definitely no hater at this point. And I see quite a large mix sells as well. You know, certain players are always popular, but it's there's always a healthy amount of the old school stuff selling too.
Do you think it has a lot to do with now? Because obviously people younger than ourselves, they don't follow teams, they follow players as well. Does that have anything to do with it now? You know, they're not after a certain team. They're after a certain player, regardless who they play for. Do you think that's the kind of...
Well, of course. Well, I mean, I can name. There's one lad who's been followed the buzzer for like nearly all the 5 years, and he's just a Russell Westbrook like nut. And he's a great example. He literally has been buying every single variant of Russell Westbrook.
He's got a lot of teams' jerseys.
Mate, his collection is another level. And you do find people like, it's fascinating what people collect. So, you know. Yeah. But I do think that will be an element of it. And, you know, so I do a small range of kids stuff. I mainly sell it at the pop-up shops. And I only buy the LeBrons, the Stephs, because that's what, you know, if I ever here's me geeking out over like an early 2K Adidas Dirk Nowitzki jersey. I've had it about 9 months, you know, every pop-up shop, like the kids, I'm like, what a jersey that is. You know about Dirk? And they're just like, you know, they see Nowitzki and they want Luka Doncic, don't they? So, but no, like, but I feel like like due to the internet as well, that like the knowledge of the younger like fans as well, like, like with the jerseys as well, you get comments, you know, and I just think it's just, I think having a good variation is important as well. I think variation is really good when it comes as a store. And I just think there'll always be interesting jerseys. I just think they're a cool thing to collect, and you know, I'm trying to branch out into more. Like, I love the shooting shirts, you know, I love all the warm-up gear as well. And to be fair, Nike have done a good job with that. The bench jackets, mate, they're a quality item, you know, I do rate them quite highly. And and yeah, like, we're just here for as many tastes as we can cater for, apart from kids that, you know, don't like random players. We'll learn that lesson quick.
yeah, absolutely, mate, absolutely. I just found it really funny this year. Like, my top 5 favourite jerseys for this year are all ones that are redone of ones that have already, like, the Suns have got the Valley jersey out. That only come out in 21, bro. Like,
this is the remix, I've told you. It's mental.
Like,
it's mental.
What's going on?
I said to you pre-pod, and I'm going to say it live. Give me I've got a pen and paper. I'll draw you. You know, we'll sketch it together in 10 minutes for City Edition. I'll do a book City Edition next year. Come on. Do you know what I mean? Come on now, we can do it. Like the Warriors have had like goodness how many color incarnations of the town jersey now. Like you know, that tree's been so many different colors.
I mean, Philly, we've got the Iverson one back, haven't we? The black one. You know, we've got the Minnesota Purple Rain that's come back. They doubled up though, like a few years ago, man.
Yeah, that's the certain right. I will say this. I feel like that's a great point, because I feel like when you hit the spot in terms of a jersey design that gets some buzz, and leave it there. Just leave it there. Like, let's leave the Purple Rain right there. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's certain jerseys, like, they just don't, especially this soon, you know, give it a decade.
Yeah,
give it a decade.
It's got to be at least a decade, bro. You know what? Yeah. You know, like, when you have to wait.
Go on, mate, go on.
You have to wait 5 years before you get inducted into the Hall of Fame. Like, there's got to be a certain like length of time before you can, like, you know, bring these things back. Like, they brought back the Miami Vice, the Miami one, didn't they, as well, this season?
Yeah, the white first, the Vice white. They brought one back, I think, because of heat. So this is right. This is since, you know, I'm a bit Jersey man myself. This is like the ultimate. So the Heat did the ultimate heat check since Nike took over. Like, they went on a run, on a tear with the Vice range. A tear.
Yeah.
Then they followed it up with the 21 City, which was outrageous. First jersey ever to have the odd number set ever in history. And then they followed it up with the white version the year after.
Yes.
And then the Heat culture happened. Oh my God, that's got to be the biggest drop off of form. I need a player alias who fell off form that bad. It was horrific. So then I think the sales were crashing. So they just, fully enough, the Vice white jersey appeared out of nowhere, you know, midway through the season. Phenomenal design.
Do you think that's why they bring these back? Because they know they're going to sell. It's a guaranteed good seller, isn't it? With these ones, these certain ones they bring back. You know what I mean?
I've got the original, and I still bought an Ant-Man Classic Edition this year. So does that answer your question? Just had to have it. You know what I mean? Honestly, I had to have it. So yeah, it does. That is. I think the Classic Editions, you know, they hit the spot every time. It's nostalgia inducing. You know, nostalgia is such a powerful thing, you know, to humans, isn't it? And I think when you drop obviously you see Ant-Man in the green trees in the black Minnesota alternate, it's just, which is obviously now a classic, which was an alternate in the 98. I think it debuted, you know, KG, like it hits the spot, doesn't it? So that
Yeah.
I think that I don't think that's going anywhere. I think I might have leaked a few of them the other day, actually, the new classic editions, but I'll not say too much. I might be wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, like you say, I mean, maybe there'll be some in like 20 years' time that we think are terrible now that might be, kind of sell because the
Barney Dinosaur Raptor, for example, that was maligned. Nailed that jersey when it come out. Nailed.
It
so was.
What the hell is this?
Yeah.
Is this a joke? Like, yeah. So
it was
can
much
happen, can't it?
And apparently that was one of the reasons why. I mean, they didn't wear it for that long, and then they brought in the Toronto one, which Vince win the dunk contest in that one. I think he did, didn't he? But did he win it in the Barney Dino? Why's my brain gone to sleep? The year after.
Yeah, I think he wasn't wearing it when he won. I don't think.
So that's the first year there, and apparently there was like, the pressure on the design. It didn't hit the spot. But then, if you remember the '90s, remember the '90s era when the big logos came in. The Rockets went to the big Rockets, the Flaming Horse Pistons.
Yeah,
that that era there were pushback there. Murmurings.
I don't think people loved them with Detroit jerseys back in the day, man. I don't think anybody was like, "Oh, look at that turquoise." I don't think I don't remember anybody saying
like the 80s varsity, wasn't it? Obviously they're just straight up Pistons, like so. But again, Matt, it's just all a matter of taste, isn't it? But there's definitely you can't say there isn't something for everyone now. If you like if you support a team, boom, you've got your stock colours, you've got a statement. Personally, at the black and green, just to mention a team, the Celtics black and green, I think is a stunning, simple and effective design. Like a mix up of the colourways. I think it's a cracking jersey, and that they stick around for a number of seasons. So and if you like something a bit more fruity, and like you got the Hornet City this year, there's something for everyone. And how can you complain at something for everyone? You know what I mean?
Very much
people
so,
still will,
but that's what people just want to moan about something.
Not here, mate. Not here.
No,
not here.
No.
We're here for a good time, pal.
We glass all full here, mate. The Shooters Lounge, bro.
Always, mate. In fact, look at that. Classic NBA house mug might have found its way home somehow.
Requisitioned.
Purchased, honest.
Yeah. But moving on, Tom. We bring up. We're kind of getting down to the, the fast, the home straight, should I say, of the regular season. So I was kind of thinking about, well, who's gonna. Who are going to be the all NBA teams? Because obviously 65 game rule now, man. There's
I know it's brutal, isn't it? Don't pick up a card strain.
There's some players who, either aren't going to make it because they're ineligible already, and also some players who
some people
are on the cusp
treading water out there at the minute.
I mean, there's a couple in particular that are kind of the water's getting up here, mate. We're kind of getting
definitely
there, aren't we?
Two bigs as well, isn't it? I would say two notable bigs, Wemby and Jokic.
Who are you kind of looking at? I think maybe the first team maybe writes itself. I don't know. Maybe who have you got as your NBA first team?
Well, so obviously 65 must hit the 65s, as you've said. So there's a couple of guys who I would have as nailed in if they can make it, or especially one guy, and that'd be Jokic if he can get there.
Yeah,
it'd be nailed for me.
Got it on it.
It's just it's just generational stuff. Numbers don't lie. But I think with the current crop and the way the season's panning out, I feel like a shoe-in would be one of my again. It's voted by. How is it? Who votes for this one? And obviously, I know it's not the fans, but is it like writers, media,
it's like a panel of like 15 people, like sports writers or personalities or something. I don't know who they are. I think they're different every year, mate. So it's chosen by a panel of people who are involved in the the day-to-day NBA kind of thing. Yeah, so it's not if it's a fan vote, mate. This thing can get sound real quick. Like
Bronny James Jr., first team All NBA. Never, not again. Not again.
Come on down.
But no, I think so. Again, this is just my opinions on what I've seen and what I think. This is so. my all NBA, because can we just remind it's positionless now as well, isn't it? It's no longer two guards, two forward centre.
That's a big thing now, I think.
That's a big thing, which totally screwballed my first list up because I was like, I was head scratching. I'm like, kind of move. So anyway, so a couple of names, notable names, and then I say you're the more knowledgeable of the two of us, but just a couple of names. I think purely on record, team record, and his ability to affect the floor on both ends, and he's pulled this team to a better record than, to be honest, and they sit, where are they at the minute? They sit second in the East, and I'm going with Jaylen Brown. I think what he's done this year on both ends, like he takes the biggest defensive assignments as well, and he's putting up numbers, and his shooting split's like a pretty strong. So I think Jaylen Brown, for me, first team. That's one of mine. Obviously,
I have him on my
rest
list.
of the season. Oh, sir, here we go. I think, again, I don't want to call it a breakout season, but Detroit, the man in Detroit, Cade Cunningham, has just been solid, dependable. He's robust. He plays just fantastic player. And obviously, what Detroit are doing this year is great. So Cade, so that's Jaylen Brown and Cade. SGA
also on my list.
Oh, wonderful! Doing well so far.
Great minds, mate. Here we go.
Have you got, when I get one wrong, have you got like a, I'm like, no. So SGA, I just think numbers wise, stats, I think he'll be on there. Expect OKC to finish the season strongly. Is he on yours?
Are you worried about SGA with the games? Because he's out, isn't he?
Oh, what's he on?
He's all right at the moment.
He's on 49.
The missed games are going by now, mate.
Oh,
so
crikey! What's he? How long's he out for?
I think he might be a week, couple of weeks. So I think he might be okay.
Oh, touch and go.
Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Okay, so that's my hash. So he's in my hashtag group, which is Wemby, SGA now, and Joker. So that's so he's gone into hashtag list. So Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell, outstanding season. Obviously they've added some firepower as well, but I think Spider's in there for me. So it's Jaylen Brown, Spider, Luka. Just stats don't lie. I think he'll be in there, even though, I'm not his biggest fan. I'm not a hater either, but I think he'll be in there. So Jaylen Brown, Luka, and Mitchell, and then because I'm potentially not going to make it, guys. After that, I'm unsure. Really, just bring it in, Matt. Bring it in.
So,
what you got?
Was that your first team then? Was that
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 4 of 5 there.
Yeah. I got SGA, Cade, Luka, Jaylen Brown, and Jokic as my first team. But obviously, a couple of them might be eligible at some point. So it could be very interesting. But I think if they continue to play the rest of the season, I think that's the 5. Well, that's my 5 anyway. I think
my 5 as well. My 5 as well, buddy. So go on, mate.
It's the second team and the third team when it starts getting fun.
I didn't even write I just thought you wanted first. So you prepped me that. So I did first. So now I'm just at the mercy of you now. You could just you could leave me on and I'll just chat about, I'll throw some names out if I can.
Well,
so Ant-Man for sure.
Yes.
If he's not in your first.
No, that was a tough one. But
that is a tough one.
Team, mate, I'll be honest. But he might make his way in if Jokic falls out. That's possible.
So, good point. Do you know what's more alarming is that Kawhi's played 44 games, which I can't believe.
Yeah.
That just surprised me. I'm like, no way he's played 44 games this year.
What? He's missed 13, so he's getting. If he misses a few more now, it could be.
He's on the fringe.
Yeah.
Can I throw Brunson? Surely.
I have Brunson in my third team.
Fair play. I'm just, like I say, I didn't write a list. I'm just kind of top of the brain here.
No, all good, mate. I had Tyrese Maxey in my second team.
Good shout.
I think Maxey's been he's been unreal this year.
Season.
First time All-Star as well, which a good one for him.
Good shout.
Donovan Mitchell, I had him in second team as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Wembanyama, I had in my second team. But he's a couple away, mate. It's the games, mate. He's already missed 14 already, bro.
I'm looking now. I'm looking at games played.
Yeah.
Do you know?
It's
Let's have a look.
it's a tough one. Yeah.
Out, who's the most hardy out of the? So I did some, as I said, I've done some scribbles. So I got the top 10 statistic guards, forwards, and centers.
Yeah.
And the Jalen Brunson has played. Sorry, Donovan Mitchell has played the most games this season at 55, and Brunson is second on 54. Oh no, Max has played 56. I apologize.
Yeah, Max has only lost. I think he's only missed 2 games.
Yeah,
I think, Maxi.
So there are your 3 Iron Men in the guard section: Maxi, Mitchell, Brunson.
Yeah.
Jamal Murray, 53.
Are we going to get to a point where, this 65 game rule with the All NBA? Are we
to
going to get to the
it.
point? Well, or if they keep it 65, are we going to get to this point where somebody's injured? They're going to be there for the tip off, and then they call time out.
Probably.
Do you know what I mean? Like it might come to that.
Well, like you said, if there's a bag on the line as well, some big money on the line, like absolutely, like certain coaches wouldn't think twice, would they?
Yeah. Yeah. Who else had I got on my second team? Kawhi I got as my second team, but again, he's if he sits out a couple, he could fall off again. Third team, I had Brunson in my third team.
What a guard for your third team.
I mean, not bad. I had Jamal Murray as well. I think Jamal Murray's been very good this year as well.
Where you at with Cat? Did he make it?
I do not have Cat in my All NBA, bro.
Your face there.
I mean, you saw how annoyed Wemby was at him in the All-Star, didn't you? Wemby had a glimpse into the Cat experience that all Knicks fans have had this season, mate. Like, what are you doing over there, bro? Like, no, that way. Oh, dear. And then that's the Towns experience, mate. But yeah, not for me, mate. Sorry.
No, not at all. I'm just throwing. Like I said, I didn't plan for this. So I'm just chucking a few at you.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I had my main man Devin Booker. Can't leave my boy Book out, mate. I've got him in my third team. That might be a controversial one. That one. It might be a bit biased. But yeah, he's
any honourable mention? Well,
he might lose out anyway. Booker might, mate. So he's going to be out another week, I think. So yeah, he might fall out. And then who did
any honourable mentions?
Well, I've got a couple more in my third team. Sorry, bro.
Oh, I like this.
I've got Harden in my third team, man.
Growling at you about that one.
Harden plays, mate. He plays.
I know.
He plays, and he's 20. He's 20 and almost 10.
I know.
When he plays.
Monster.
I mean,
as I always say, the numbers don't lie, but what does lie is when they need to play him up until a point where, you know what I mean, gets to a crunch time and then just be like, cheers, James. It's been a pleasure. Get on bench.
I mean, look at that. He looks great in the regular season. Just wait till the playoffs, Cavs fans. That's all.
That's all I'm saying.
But this is a regular season.
But what an addition.
So there you
That's
go.
Right. That's right. What an addition. Did you know what? That's not a bad show.
Yeah. Last guy I had on my third team was old man KD, mate.
Do you know what? Fantastic. 53 games played.
Yep. Only there's 3 games, bro. It's his age is unreal.
Still effective. I mean, even though, mate, good shout. Shout out KD. You know what I mean? Even though the Rocket...
Guy's been in the league years and he's still averaging 25 a game, mate. Like, come on. Ridiculous.
Do you feel, though, that this year, like, I've watched Houston and for some reason, they're not a good watch. I don't know. No. Do you know that? I'm not saying they've got players that obviously can light up. Like Eamon Thompson's fantastic. Şengün is a delight in the post. KD is, he's majestic. But as a unit, and they've got great, they've got great role guys, they've got good bench. They're good, but they're just not. They're not good to watch. I don't know. They're not flow. I struggle with them. I really do.
It's that Ime Udoka offense, mate. It's everybody stands around, doesn't do anything, and then they chuck the ball KD with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Like, that's
work is magic. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Don't work for me anyway. I've tried them plenty of times, and I'm like,
I agree with you, mate. Yeah. I agree with you. Yeah. The ingredients are there. I just don't. There's not enough imagination on offense for me. It's all very stagnant and pass it around the 3-point line and then somebody takes a contested 3. That isn't an offense for me. So yeah,
correct. I'll second that.
I mean, KD is very good that he can bail you out, but Like you're relying on a 37-year-old to bail you out of every offensive
One of the best, one of the best to ever do it.
mean,
but,
absolutely. But yeah, like you say, tough watch, tough hang.
Tough watch.
Yeah. Players who I got on the cusp thinking,
go for it.
If one of these players misses too many games, I could be in for a bag here. Who have I got? Şengün is a guy you could maybe look at there. Jalen Duran, Pistons.
Good shout.
Yeah. Pascal Siakam.
Oh, love Pascal. Spicy P, man.
Just gets on with it, mate. Just gets on with it. It does what he does, and that's
literally patching that team together this year. Like, it's just, but they're prepping for next year. I'm just saying, look out Indiana next year. But yeah, absolutely. Nice player, nice to watch.
Got Zubac in that trade for next year.
That was big.
Like that.
Yeah, fresh Tyrese back. Add a few more pieces. They'll be all right next year.
For sure. Norman Powell, Miami.
Oh, mate. Saw him in the flesh. Yeah, really, really, really nice guard. Like what he does. Yep. What about his buddy, Big Bam? He's having a nice couple of months, Bam.
Yeah, he started very slow, didn't he? But I think he's rebounding a little bit stats wise and play wise. Denny Abdida, I mean, he's there. He's right there.
Love him. The Israeli mate, love him.
The numbers like you say, the numbers are there, and
stats don't lie, mate.
Yeah. Underrated one, I'd say Julius Randle. I think Randle's been good for Minnesota this year.
Do you know what? He was for those that don't know, so I saw the Miami Heat in Miami versus Minnesota. So fortunate to see that. It was an incredible experience. And he was the player behind Ant-Man who held it all together for him. Yeah. Julius Randle was fantastic. You get a different feel for a game in person. You see it's the smaller things he's doing away from the ball. And he was strong as an ox, shot the three, inside, pretty good off the dribble as well for a big. I was really impressed. Good call. Really impressed.
If you're double in hand, Randall's that guy. He can actually create his own shot, and he can do something. He's the only other guy on that team other than Edwards who can actually do anything for themselves. So a lot might rely on Randall in the playoffs, mate. It might, if he has a strong outing, Minnesota might be tough to beat.
Naz Reid, mate. Sure. Don't forget our Naz.
Yeah.
Shout out Naz Reid.
Absolutely. Last one I had was Scotty Barnes, because Toronto have been quite surprising this year. So
do you know the sneaky record, haven't they?
Yeah, and I'd say Barnes is probably the best player on that team. So
would agree.
I'd give him a nod, mate. So that's kind of where I was at, mate, with all
Bravo.
NBA.
Apologies, I didn't have a 2 and 3 for you. I just thought we were going
sorry, mate. That might have been me asking you.
Not at all. I've thoroughly enjoyed listening and just throwing stuff at you.
It's good, isn't it? Sometimes kind of seeing somebody else's what they think and like, I didn't really see that. I haven't really seen that. Or
when you pressed me with it, I just thought, well, who would I vote for? Like that's just I thought, right? If I had to, if I had this obviously a super important role, it's like
exactly. Mate,
and I was like, just on the way they've been playing this year. And shout out Jalen Johnson at Atlanta as well, by the way.
Yeah,
shout out that kid. What a season! What a season!
Yeah. I mean, really well. Atlanta have. Pivoted, haven't they? Obviously, in the season, and Trae Young. It's thanks for the memories. But
thanks for your memories at the Garden. Kuminga was a nice pick. I was showing it. He dropped like 28 last night or something. I know it depends when you listen to this, but he had a night.
28 in 24 minutes or something.
Something in it. Something.
If that guy balls out for the rest of the season, what are Golden State going to say about that? Like.
Well,
what are the fans going to say about that?
Well, they've got Porzingis and Al Horford. You know what I mean? Like you've got the picture of health, and that's obviously Porzingis. Big, and Al's obviously super knocking on him. So, but again, it just whether it were clashing with Coach Kerr or whatever, something didn't fit. And you know yourself, we've seen it over the years where players just needs to get a move sometimes, freshen things up.
100%, mate. I think he was a guy who just needed somewhere else, a different location to. Something went on with Kerr, didn't he? So they've never really told.
He never seemed to take a shine to him, did he?
Like they were decimated with injuries in playoff games, and he just wasn't playing. And you're just like, something's gone on, hasn't it? Obviously,
yeah.
One day we might find out, mate. But yeah, something definitely went on. I think, is he an all-star? Maybe not, but I think he's got some talent, hasn't he? I think. That's
absolutely, so, yeah, more than capable player.
Very strange. So Atlanta have pivoted. I think they realised that Johnson's a talent, haven't they? And they've gone,
Trey, sorry, just to interrupt you on the Atlanta point. I haven't kept tabs on him. How's Risacher done this year?
I think
I've not really seen him mentioned much. Like,
no,
he took a slip because he had signs, didn't he, his rookie year? But I just wondered. I think about that second year jump. You know what I mean?
I think he was very raw coming into the league, mate. I think, and sometimes some players take 3 or 4 years now, don't they? Because they haven't learned how to play basketball really properly at any level, have they? They come in the league, they're 19, like they don't know anything. Like what how it used to be.
Cooper Flagg's not doing bad.
There are exceptions.
He's still learning. He's still learning.
I'm not. Flag and Risacher are two definite different prospects.
Same sentence. Do not hear that.
So I think some players just come in. They're just so raw, and I think you have to teach them everything now. Like how it used to be. They played 3-4 years of college. Real quality. I mean, the state of the college game as well that's another podcast, but. It's rough at the moment. Grown men, 25 years old, playing in college games. Like, what's going on? But it's a bit embarrassing, really. But yeah, they come in the league now. They're just so raw, some of them, that you have to teach them everything.
But also, it's a good point, Matt. And I think it leads into So I digest multiple podcasts and I do really enjoy like your Knuckleheads ones. They get the guys on and they just talk raw and honest. And like your Boogie Cousins and all these cats, DeAndre Jones, obviously DeAndre Jones is a bad example because he has been one. But a vet, you've got these kids coming in who are so raw, and they're wet behind the ears when it comes to the league, the business, the roads, the week away from home on a road trip, the multiple flights, how to do everything right, how to look after yourself, how to fit in. And the veterans, you can't. I cannot believe there was we've had recently that culture, no vets. Majority of the young teams not having a vet. I think it's a real missed opportunity. You listen to a lot of the lads that come through and that have maybe retired just recently or 10 years back, and they always talk about their vet, don't they? I came in, that was my vet, and he taught me, put me under my wing, and that's something, isn't it? That's
what
something.
Do with my money.
But I'm saying how to they always parent them. Probably they're away from home, they're spending more time with these guys, and I'm sure obviously a bad vet can be a negative influence, but there are a heck of a lot of good ones. You know what I mean? But I feel like that is like that. It's like anything. You're an apprenticeship at work. You're an apprentice, at work, and you're almost like getting a second child. And it's like, I'm 16, 17. I think I know everything. I don't. I got to learn the ropes. Yeah. You've only played college ball. You're going into the pro league. These guys have been, they know the ins and outs. They know that it's a bit. You hear that a lot. It's a business. It's a business. These guys can kind of, stop you being so wet behind the ears, straighten you out, and it's someone to draw the line in it as well. In training and be a captain on the bet, and you don't have to be starting, do you? It's how long did Haslam play, for example? Be a leader. It's just a thought.
No, absolutely, mate, absolutely. Whoever Zion's vet did a terrible job. Whoever that was, dude, what the hell?
Was it? They must like the food.
I don't think they had one. I don't think there was any vets.
This is probably what we're talking about with these young teams with no vets. This is what happened.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you see someone, don't you? Going, man, this team's screaming to have a vet on this team. Going, hang on, lads. What's going on here? Like, this is not,
bang a few youngers together.
This is not how we conduct ourselves.
It's a culture thing, isn't it? It should be an extension of the coach, and then an extension of the club. Because each certain clubs have different cultures, don't they? Some play intense and fast, and some are emotional, some are more reserved. Think back to Spurs, Tim Duncan, obviously with a popped extension, wasn't he? And he did, and it bred calmness into the team. And there's some teams are more passionate. It's obviously Draymond Green, develops passes Kerr's message a bit different when he's smashing Jordan Poole's teeth in training. Great punch by the way, but we don't want to see that, do we? But no,
sending a different message now. Draymond is, mate.
Oh, terrible, mate. But joking aside, you know what I'm saying with this one? Like,
yeah,
I think,
absolutely, mate. Yeah,
it's something that maybe was missing from some of these younger guys. So, yeah, if they can get good vet experience on, it's going to help them in their career, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah.
Flag's got Kyrie, so hopefully if Kyrie's looking out for him.
Yeah,
Clay.
Absolutely.
Plus Clay, obviously Clay as well.
Yeah, I mean, Clay's been around, hasn't he? He's been he's been on the grandest stage and won, and so so
he's a winner.
To have somebody like that, I mean, I don't know if these young players now. So you've started me off now, bro. I don't know if these.
Mate, let's go.
I don't know if these young players now like tap up the older vets like kind of they used to. I don't know if they think they know everything. I don't need to ask them anything. I don't know. But if I was coming into the league and I was playing on a team with somebody like Klay Thompson, or like is it just use an example, I don't know everything, man. I'm like, mate, what? How did you?
I reckon they will, Matt. I mean, every personality is different.
I hope they do. Yeah, no, absolutely. Everybody's
because when you got to look at the blueprint, like we said before, the social media age, you saw. I mean, to throw out, legends, you saw what Kobe did with Mike. He's tapping him up at All-Star game. He's got Hakeem, in the off-season, he's doing footwork with Hakeem. He's just trying to learn, I think he tapped up Gary Payton about, he taught him about some defensive stuff at arms and just be a sponge. That's how you get better, isn't it? You only get better by learning.
Yeah, but it was the last person. It was the last person trained with Hakeem.
It was KD.
KD, yeah.
Is that right? It was on a podcast. I saw them chopping it up together.
Yeah, that's it. I haven't seen many of the young guys tapping up Hakeem, mate, for some.
Oh no, definitely not. Sorry, KD had him on. That's what through. KD had him on a podcast, and they were talking about where he got his footwork. Sorry, took as a literal question. I was like, I don't know. Şengün's been watching his videos though. Şengün's been watching his highlights.
Oh, yeah. No, 100%. Yeah. I don't know. Did they tap up them vets now like they used to? I don't know. Like,
I hope so.
A question. I really hope they do. Yeah. I don't know. I think they just tap up like, what's his name? Lethal Shooter now online or something, don't they?
Stop.
Well, it's all about shooting threes now, Tom, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've got. Well, we're playing the analytics guys for that, don't we? You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah,
that's come from the bred from the analytics era,
sometimes a two's okay.
I agree. The game's about momentum sometimes, and the two's a better shot.
I was watching the Suns last Saturday. They were playing Magic, and it was at a reasonable hour, 10 p.m. our time, which was nice. And I was watching that game, and it was an absolute slugfest. Like both teams looked like they didn't want to win. I mean, it was a tied game, and we're trying to shoot threes, and I'm like, what are we doing? Like, what is this? Like, absolutely, nobody went in the paint with the ball. It was just all on the outside. We're trying to shoot. I'm like, what are we doing here? Like,
it's not good, is it?
Head scratches sometimes, man. It's like, it's a tied game. We don't need a three. Like, what is this? Oh, mate. So it infuriates me sometimes. Like, get it in. Oh, no. Yeah, I sound like an old man now. Get off me lawn shears. But...
No, you're giving your feedback on the product you're seeing. And I've done it myself. I click through League Pass and, you just, it's just like, I know it's not very good if people are listening and watching me, but it's like a tennis match. Climb, but clong.
Dribble, three. Dribble, three the other way.
Yeah, but what gets me, they're not, it's not like, sometimes it frustrates me because they're not working a set and it's like, it's dribble, off balance, like no any of the screen. And it's like, that's not even a good shot. Like, that's not a good shot. Like, what are we doing? That's just an observation. This three era, like, if it's a good three, like like you mentioned, go inside, collapse the defense, kick out, boom, get it.
Yeah.
But just an ugly off-balance three with like 7 seconds left. Like, what are we doing? That's
why I can't watch LaMelo, mate. I'm sorry. I know you like the Hornets. I can't watch it. It's been the Con Kniffel
experience. That's why. Brandon Miller, mate.
Now Con Kniffel is a talent.
Legit. He's legit. Are we looking at a new, spot up looks like he's got the minerals to be a real good spot-up shooter as well.
Well, he's the quickest guy to 200 threes, isn't he? I think the other day. Yeah. That's no mean feat, mate. That's
not
talent,
at all.
Mate. Talent.
I think with the Hornets,
he looks like he should be working in co-op or something, but
it's not, mate. Skill, not looks. Skill, not looks. But no,
he should be an elite 3-point shooter in the NBA. But hey, mate, why not? Why not? Fair play. Yeah, he's had a really good rookie year, hasn't he? And like you say, you said in the season preview, Tom, didn't you? You know, the Hornets are coming. The Hornets are
League Pass. I think it's a League Pass team to watch. You know, a bit of fun but I just thought foundation pieces were improving, and then with a young roster, good draft picks. Brandon Miller second season. Melo's going to give you bits, but I know he's a Marmite player. I get that. You know, are they 28 and 31 now? Like the three after a bit of a shoddy start, and if they go, if they can go above evens, and you know, they're knocking on door at playing, and who knows? I mean, I don't mean who knows as in a deep run, but just who knows? You know, at least they're back in at least conversation.
Could they be this year's Pacers? Who the hell knows, mate?
What the Halliburton to that? What the Halliburton, Matt? Come on. You ain't got Tyrese at the helm. But I'd love to see, a team like that, make some noise a bit, upset somebody. It'd be great.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Yeah, the East wide open, bro. For somebody take it, it's wide open,
Love it.
Bro.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I've thoroughly enjoyed this regular season. Or I am enjoying. I really am. You know, you've seen the results coming. Like a team looks like they're absolutely, like the Bucks, for example, calf strain, and then I'm like, they've just won in OKC. I'm like, what is going on? And then they beat somebody else two games in a row. They played like two at top four, beat them both. I'm like, what is going on here? And then they've ended up just bonkers. I love it.
It's the Cam Thomas effect, isn't it?
Oh, mate, he should have been at Heat Check Awards, shouldn't he? All-Star Awards.
No, he is a Heat Check Award winner, mate. That guy.
Irrational confidence shooter, mate. Irrational 100%. Confidence shooter.
100%.
0 for 20, that is going up. Off balance, one leg over his head. That is going up. That shot is going. That's Cam.
What's your favorite three? The next one. Like, it just loves it, doesn't it?
Let's reload. We're going again.
Oh, mate, yeah. It's like similar to Kobe. It doesn't matter how many I've missed. I'm going to make the next one, though. You know, it's that kind of mindset.
Mentality. Yeah. Landry Shamet, mate. Heat check.
That guy plays meaningful minutes for the New York Knicks this year. That's what's going on.
Shout out the Knicks as well, by the way. Pieces they've added. Alvarado. Do you know how many teams? Nice. How many teams could have done with him? There's surely he had some suitors.
I think he might have had a choice of a few teams, bro, to be honest.
With his price as well. You know, he weren't a bank breaker by any stretch.
He grew up in New York, didn't he? So I think,
well, there you go. Big apple draw.
Yeah. I think that, that's a dream, isn't it? Right there. Yeah. And the fans will love him as well. He'll be a fan favorite.
They love a hustle guy anyway, don't they? Absolutely. They love high energy. That's why Brunson is hard. He plays hard nose. That Knicks team. This is again following NBA like we have done. I've wanted him to be relevant. I've wanted him to be. I really have because that franchise, the fans show. I mean, I know they stepped over the line a little bit after some the Indiana series, but just generally as a fan base, talk about get behind your team. Yeah. Talk, that and to see what they're doing now, and it's good to see. I'm glad they're in the mix.
I for one think the league's better when the Knicks are good, mate. 100%. When the Knicks are good, it's the league is better as a whole. I think there are certain teams that when they're good, it's a good place. The league's in a good place, and I think the Knicks are, they should be thinking, it's championship this year, really. We'll see how it goes.
Totally agree.
Get everybody healthy and hope Towns doesn't do something stupid.
Well, yes. Mention Cat to you. Said you have an edge. No. Stats don't lie.
I mean, I've seen enough. Like,
OG, mate. OG.
I think he's annoyed this year because I think he found out they were trying to trade him. I think, and he's like, "Screw you guys, man! He's trying to get rid of me. How dare you?" But hey, mate, if it's a chance of maybe getting Giannis, I think you've got to have the discussion. Oh, you know what I mean?
Don't. I can only imagine Giannis on the Knicks. That would have been insane.
Nah, they'd have to give up too much, mate. You'd have to give up.
Of course they would. It would never happen
for Giannis. It's ridiculous.
I've had this discussion the whole time that Giannis and rumors around. I'm like, you show me who can afford him for a start. Yeah. I went, and don't even start giving me. I did many a times with people the debate about it.
Oh, mate. Like they're on about it for weeks where he was going to go. I'm like, he ain't going anywhere.
No,
he's not going anywhere.
No.
The only way that guy's leaving is if he leaves in free agency and his contract's out, and that's it. That's the only time he's going, mate. Because what have you got to give up to get a player of that in his maybe enter his prime, mate? Probably still in his prime, you know what I mean? So he's, what is he, 30, 31? Something like that. So
might be 30. Yeah, that sounds about right. But honestly, one of my favorite players in the league, like just the way he plays, attitude.
Yeah.
Just is, real, that kind of guys are really shine to him, personality off the court in terms of the way he took that playoff defeat. And I just thought class act, seems a classy guy and family man, hard worker, loyal. Hopefully there's a little element of the Kevin Garnett, Timberwolves thing, but I guess that were a different era, but KG hung around too long. So pleased he got his title though. So pleased he got his title. And obviously Giannis has got so he'll forever be, he'll ever be a legend at the Bucks, He's got his title.
If he'd have said, look, guys, I want to compete for a title. If it's not going to be here, then, kind of let me out. I don't think the fans could have said anything to him because he delivered him a title, didn't he? You know what I mean? No hard feelings, guy. All right, yeah.
And it weren't delivered in any other way than like graft, hard work, carrying the city on his back, being the standard week in, week out, bringing his brothers along.
They'll be
family
in the trade.
Man. Family man.
They'll be in the trade, mate. 100%.
I love that.
The
nicest hype man. That should be an award in the alternate All-Star Award.
Yeah, I think
ultimate hype man.
Yeah, he'd win that, wouldn't he? Definitely.
He's brilliant, isn't
he? He's ready to fight anybody at any moment who gets anywhere near Giannis.
No one wears a towel like Thanasis, mate. I'm telling you.
That's absolutely true.
It's flexing from the bench when Giannis is dunking. You're not even done. It's like hyping. Love him. Love him.
Yeah. Oh man, his other brother. I think he's back in the Euro League. I think.
Really?
Brother. Yeah, I think he's back in the Euro League. Yeah. But just two of them left now, mate.
Oh mate, it's enough. It's enough. He'll be back.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Anything else, Tom, you want to discuss before we head out, sir?
No, mate. It's just been I love coming and chopping it up. Thanks for having me on. We're an hour and 37 and 3 seconds deep, Matt. We always do this. So no, man. Thank you for supporting, putting a platform to chat to various people in the UK community. We're out here, we're trying, and yeah, it's just been a pleasure. Pleasure
to have you on, mate. Always a pleasure to have you on, Tom. And yeah, you're welcome on anytime, mate. So maybe we'll have you on again before the end of the season. Who knows? When the playoffs are in full swing, who knows? But
let's do it.
Do you want to tell people where they can find you, bro, before we head out?
My pleasure. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you can find us on all social media channels. So we are, or I am, should I say? There's only me doing this. At the Buzzer UK, which is a independent jersey business based in UK. We specialize in all things NBA jerseys, vintage, modern, 2K, all the kinds of bits and bobs. So if you want to check us out, we've got the website. Main activities on Instagram where we have lots of fun. We have chinwags about baggy ball stories running. So at the Buzzer UK, all one word, pop.co.uk on the end for the website. Come and have a discussion. Come and check us out. And yeah, that's where we're at.
You got a jersey drop as well on Friday, is that right, Tom?
Oh yes, we do. We've got a jersey drop. We do jersey drops most weeks. You can find that information on them on the socials. I can't see any. I'll put them over there. But yeah, we've got some vintage Shaq. We've got what else? We've got vintage Shaq. We've got Tony Parker. It's a nice jersey. We've got some LeBron rookies. We've got some Adidas Soul Swingmans. We've got some Champion Authentics. We've got got a Ray Allen Connecticut Wolverines Nike vintage jersey as well. Nice. So anyway, that's the kind of thing we've got. So yeah, check us out. Stock drops on a Friday. We're on Tilt on a Thursday, which is a fully interactive live NBA show, which is a load of fun. And yeah, hope to see some of you there.
Absolutely, mate. Go give Tom a follow, guys. And if you'd like buying jerseys or any memorabilia, merchandise, NBA, go check out the website, man. He's got some great stuff on there.
Best mug in the world as well.
You can get
plus 6-inch vertical jump. One drink, one sip, done.
That's it. Or a nice car air freshener. I mean, if that's what you want as well, you can get that too.
New car sent. £2 on website. Tell you now. Give over that.
No, it's good to see you, man. But thanks a lot for
and
taking the time.
Thank you,
mate.
Matt.
It's really good.
Thanks
mate.
a lot.
Really good to see you, man. But yeah, I'm Matt at Post323. So you'll be able to rewatch this on YouTube, Spotify, listen to it on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. It'll be dropping very soon. So stay tuned, guys. We'll have another guest on in a few days. Who knows it's going to be? I don't even know who it's going to be yet. So we'll find out who that's going to be. So stay tuned on the socials for the next updates. But thanks for tuning in, guys. And we'll see you again very soon.